Hello, Spinner94, today bringing you a team battle. This is an awesome battle I had on stream. As I say, everyone brought good Pokemon here. I bought my mascot here, Flareon. I bought Mew bought his Galvantula. Lauren bought a Leafeon, and Rafa bought a Riparian. I don't know how to pronounce that thing. I can't even do what it's called, but either way, it's an awesome Pokemon you don't see too often. So this is a really good battle. This is the kind of battle I like to have on stream, bringing very unusual things and all that. So the battle's going to start off here. And it's going to be led off by a Genesect and a Plusle here, and I lead off with a Tangrowth, and Mew leads off with a Spider-Man here, which is not good for me because I know this Genesect carries the Ice Pack that gives, its Techno Boost, the Ice type damage. So I'm definitely switching out there. Tough Tangrowth is not going to take that well. As Attract goes straight onto Spider-Man here, and this Attract actually manages to shut down a lot of the game. And who's wanting to try to invite me on Steam? Get the hell out of here. So I do a really good switch as this thing actually went for a Flamethrower. Thank God I switched out because Capason's going to be able to take that as I'm going straight for a Flare Blitz here. And I remember Rafa saying, oh, U-turn didn't work. Nope, I am Choice Scarf. This is my mascot, my Flareon, who always comes in good for me here. And bloody Raspberry goes straight to the Thunderbolt here, and unfortunately Paul Flareon is a dead old Flareon. Sorry, Capason, but you did a job. He took out a Genesect, which is a huge threat. So it's going to get immobilized by Love again, this Spider-Man. This Spider-Man just gets really unlucky all game, the poor sod. So I go to Tangrowth here, because Tangrowth's looking a lot safe and quite likes its setup on the field. So I get hit by Attract again, which is going into some weird hentai territory with Tangrowth here. Actually, I really need to nickname this Tangrowth. It'd be awesome if some people could drop me some nicknames for it. So I'm going to go straight for the Leech Seed setup. I ain't going to be paralyzed by the power of goddamn Love anymore. As Hammer Arm is going to hit Spider-Man here, and that does not do a lot to Spider-Man. Spider-Man's looking pretty safe with that. Especially being able to resist it and all. So Leech Seed's going to kick in. I'm going to slightly get some health back in with leftovers as well. Tangrowth is quite a bulky mon, especially in defense. So Thunderbolt's going to hit me again. That is quite a chunk of damage considering that's not very effective. And I mean, this Plusle is absolutely wrecking face out here. This is why Plusle's better than Minum. As I'm going to go for a Leech Seed on this thing here, just to try and absorb as much damage as I can. Not absorb as much damage, give him such health as a back. Sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong move there. So Rock Wrecker actually misses me, and that is a crucial play, because that's going to make sure Tangrowth can hang around a hell of a lot longer. So I'm going to get a lot of health back here, practically up to full. I believe I'm like 5 HP off full at this point. Yeah, by the time that kicks in. So Attract's going to kick in again. It thankfully breaks through. It goes straight for a Sucker Punch on Rhyperior here. At least it's able to hit other things rather than just this Plusle, as the Plusle does Volt Switch out, which is not good for me. I mean, yes, it's going to get some Life Orb damage, it's not going to do too much, but unfortunately, I'm losing some Leech Seeds. And actually, Artisan comes in, and I don't predict that actually, I just wanted to get some damage on this thing, so I went for a Sludge Bomb instead of a Gaia Drain for some reason, but I must have trusted my gut there because it was a hell of a good predict and able to shut down this, well, not shut down this Clefairy, but take a hell of a chunk out of it. So after just getting some Leech Seeds damage here, I'm wondering what to do here, because I do have the option of Gaia Draining on this Rhyperior, as Mew sets up the Sticky Web here. So play, but it's going to come in useful later. As Artisan's going to go straight for a Moonblast here, and that goes straight into Spider-Man, does a nice chunk of damage. So Sleep Powder's the move I go for to shut this Clefable down, sorry. I just want this thing shut down, because it's going to be such a pain in the backside to deal with this thing having to recharge. That's why I didn't go for the Gaia Drain. So I'm pretty happy actually for this Rhyperior just to stay in at this point. It's giving me a constant source of health of a Leech Seed, and the person doesn't say to want to switch. So Sleep Powder's going to do its thing as Poison Jab comes in for the Galvantula here, and that does a hell of a lot of damage here. But unfortunately, Citrus Berry saves this thing, because I believe we double targeted by going for both poison moves. So we nearly killed that thing off. That Citrus Berry certainly came in useful there. So definitely demonstrating why a Citrus Berry can be more useful than leftovers at certain points in time. So more recovery for me. This Rhyperior is probably going to hang around maybe 1 or 2 more turns. So I decided not to double target this thing, because it has got to protect. So I didn't want to exactly risk that. So I did go for the Rhyperior here, but Sucker Punch is going to finish this Rhyperior off here. Thank God for that. So I do go for the Gaia Drain on it. Unfortunately, as I say, it's 50-50. It would have been nice to get some health back from it, but honestly, I'm looking pretty healthy at this point. So in comes Charizard here. I'm like, oh hell, I'm not taking this well. As this Artisan does go for Follow Me here, so I'm either way wanting something dead as Wild Charge actually hits up the Artisan here. It's nice to see a physical set with Galvantula. I thought the special set was coming, but I must admit this physical set well catch me off guard. So Flamethrower's going to come in here, absolutely destroy Paul Spider-Man here, as I believe I go for a Sludge Bomb, which is definitely a misplay on my part. A Sleep Powder would have been well more useful, but I do get the poison, which is good. Putting this Charizard on a timer finally, so I know at least I've managed to shut it down a bit. Well, not so much shut it down, but just get that timer on it, always helps. Poison's a pretty useful thing to have in a Pokemon, except something that's Poison Heal, Gliscor's everywhere, man. So Back in comes Plusle here. It gets that speed drop. Shinichi's going to go straight for a Protect to make sure this Charizard can't hurt it. As Charizard does go for the Flamethrower, it does protect itself. Raspberry actually goes for Attract on Tangrowth again. This is turning into a hentai here. As I say, my last stream certainly turned X-rated. So it's immobilized by Love, which is goddamn typical. I'm not even going to be able to target this Plusle at all. So this is me, unfortunately, kind of shut down here. I've got no choice but to try and target the Charizard here. As this Charizard goes for a Flare Blitz instead of a Flamethrower now, which is going to take a huge chunk out of Tangrowth. I don't think I would have lived a Flamethrower, but I'm glad I'm really defensive. As Grass Knot here does a surprising amount of damage considering I resist that. Tangrowth might actually have some weight behind it. So Chininja goes for a Shadow Ball here, which, not too great of a move, I must admit. Shadow Claw would have been a lot better on it, but I'm immobilized by Love again, so this just, the power of Love just shuts my bloody team down. It shut Mew's bloody Spider-Man down, it's shutting my Tangrowth down, so it's just one of those games at this point, as this Charizard finally goes down to the poison here. So Raspberry's going to Thunderbolt and take Tangrowth with it, as it will go down this turn, hopefully, if Shinichi does the right move here. So basically at this point I've only got one Pokemon left. Exis is going to hit this Raspberry here and take it down for good. So me forgetting what my opponent's last Pokemon was, in comes this Limey Man, which is a Leafeon, and I bring in Staying Alive, which is 4 times weak to grass. So I'm like, well, I am out of this game, so I'm wishing I had Protect on this thing, as Mew here goes for the X-Scissor and takes a huge chunk out of it, and Leaf Blade is going to completely destroy me. I'm glad this thing doesn't have like Gaia Drain or something like that. I mean, you wouldn't probably run a special set Leafeon, but I'm glad it doesn't have like Drain Punch or something. Mind you, I probably could have lived a Drain Punch, but either way, I just don't want this thing to get any more health back. So Shinichi goes for a Toxic here, which is a strange. This match could have been finished up a lot quicker at this point if it hit with an X. An Aerial Ace hits there, so it's a good job it's a Focus Sash one, not a Lumberry, or the cockiness could have definitely backfired. I mean, you know, this is one of the cases where Mew actually does get away with it, but my god, that would have scared the hell out of me. So it goes for Protect here. Bomb of Poison damage is going to rack up, as the Leafeon is going to go for another Aerial Ace. And after this game, basically an X-Scissor is going to basically close off this game. So yeah, that was a pretty good battle. I pretty much enjoyed that one. One of the more fun battles I had on stream. So yeah, there's the X-Scissor finishing off. So as I say, for the people at home, thank you all for watching. This has been Spinner94. Remember, if you liked the video, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. And if, you know, when I'm streaming, feel free to turn up to them. See you later, guys.